Hi everyone, hope you're doing good this afternoon. It's 2:50 and I wanted to do this tag from Connie. She's new here on YouTube, and I wanted to do this because I've seen other people do it and I found out a lot of new things about people, and it's been really fun. So I wanted to do it. It's 10 things about you, and I'm going to do them ad-lib. I hope I do okay, because I hope I can remember. But I'm going to let you look at my precious little darling here. She's in a new little dress that I got off of eBay. It's not quite as bright as it's showing here because I've got the light on. But it's got this little open work here all the way around, and then smocking right here. And I love it with her full arms. It's so pretty. I love her little arms. I think they're so pretty. Her little fingers and her little arms are pretty. And I'm going to let her lay here. I was playing with her with those keys and she went to sleep, so she can lay here and sleep and we can look at her while I do the tag. So this is about 10 things that I like. I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I love candles. I love candles that smell good. Any fragrance really. I like citrus smells. I like natural smells like eucalyptus or flowers like lilac. I'm not too fond of roses, but I love like spicy vanilla scent. Really any scent. I love candles, and I love wonderful fragrances in my house. I like for my house to smell real good. I remember one of my friends came over one time and said, no matter where Charlotte lives, her house always smells good. And so I thought that was a compliment, but I just like nice smells. I love flowers in a pretty yard, flowers in my yard. And I think probably my favorite flower would be a bougainvillea, but we can't grow them here because we have too much wind. I've tried and tried. So I have to stick with hardy plants out here in the country. So the things that do real good, geraniums do great. Cannas do great. I like them because the leafage is sort of exotic looking. Zinnias, I really love zinnias because they're so strong and colorful. I love hollyhocks, and I got some hollyhock seed from a friend that in the Chatty Cathy Club, and I've planted them and they're coming up, and I just can't wait to see them. I love to get seeds from friends' yard and plant them because when I see those flowers, it makes me think that I have a part of my friend with me. I love flowers. I love flowers inside the house too, although lately I haven't been putting flowers in the house much. I need to get back to doing that. So that's 2 things that I love. I love music. Music can move me. I love to play song pop because it plays just a little bit of a song. It's good for your mind because you have to think quickly and press. They'll give you like 4 or 5 different options of who's singing that song, and then they'll play a short clip. It's timed, and you get points on how fast you pick the right singer. And you have opponents, and I have people that I've played with for a long, long time on there from all over. And I love that music. I can listen to one of the high school songs, just a clip of it, and it'll take me right back. Like one of them was that song, "Cherish is the word I use to describe." That's pretty. Excuse me. It's cherish though, and I love that song. It took me back to my very first boyfriend. We went to church together, and he was my very first boyfriend. And then I listened to just the religious music can move me. The Lord can really speak to me through religious music. So I do love music, all sorts of genres. I just love music. I love, I'm real sentimental. I love things that have been in the family. A lot of my furniture is like little tables, are tables that were my grandmother's and my great-grandmother's. I have the chair. It's a straight back cane chair that my great-grandmother had and my grandmother had, and now my dad's given it to me. I love anything that was somebody in my family. I just love to have their things around me. And I have most of my cherished things are things that were from my grandparents or my parents. So I'm pretty sentimental about things like that. I love, love, love to get out and take a long drive, um, and look around at people that their houses that I grew up with and see how they're looking, and then take a drive on down to my family land. It's about 15 minutes from here, and I love to go on that family land and just go out there and sit in the dirt and just out in the middle of the country where there's nobody around. Might find an arrowhead. There's lots of them out there that have been found, and we used to find a lot, but we just throw them back down when we were kids. There were so many of them, but now I wish I'd have saved some. And there is a arrow collector that has gone down there and found lots of them, so I hope to go down there. My sister and I went one day and we didn't find anything, but we found out when's the best time to be looking is right after a rain. So I love that. I love sitting there and thinking about how that land's been in our family for generations, and it's our land, and I can do anything I want to on that land because it's ours. I don't know why, it just makes me feel secure to know that it's it's our land, and that my dad's worked it, now my brother's working it, my grandfather worked it. It just gives me a good feeling to know that all the family's been on that piece of land before. So I love that. I love getting that dirt through my hands and walking in the barefoot when I'm barefoot. And when I was a kid, I'd walk in the irrigation ditches where it was wet, and that was fun and cold. So I just love to get out and take long drives and look around at things. I love the nighttime. Since I was a little girl, I was always a night owl. Mother said I just came alive at night. I've always been like that. I get more creative at night. I used to clean the house a lot at night. If there were costumes or something to be beaded for my daughter, I'd do it at night. I just do better at night. It seems like my creative juices get to flowing, but I have found that I need to really go to sleep at night if I can, because the cardiologist said that not sleeping is really, really bad for your heart. So I'm making a conscious effort to lay down and try to go to sleep when my husband does, and to sleep at night. But it's in my DNA, I'm just a night owl, so I have to fight that. But I love the night when everything's quiet, people are sleeping, they're at peace, and you can just hear the quiet in the air and look at the stars. And I just love that night air. Well, and I've told you I like to travel. Now, I did most of my traveling when I was younger, in my 20s and 30s, some in my 40s, but my favorite place is Linz, Germany. It's just a little quaint city, and you'd have to go down the Rhine River on a boat to get there. The only way to get there is by boat. And it's just one of those picturesque places that you can just sit out and drink coffee and just feel like you're in a postcard. I love that. But there's lots of places I love here in the United States, and I haven't seen all of the United States. There's places I'd like to see here, so I'm hoping that my husband and I can do some traveling when I get a little bit better, which I think I'm 15% better now. And if I could just get a little stronger, we can take some road trips, which I really enjoy. So I love to travel. I love to meet new people. Now, things change in our lives. When I was young, I loved for people to come over to my house. Not so much anymore. I guess because I'm not capable of being the hostess with the mostest. I always like to wait on people and have nice snacks or nice things for them to eat and have everything decorated and have it nice for them. And then I like to wait on them. I want to make them comfortable. And now that I can't do that, I just don't feel as comfortable having people over, because it just makes me nervous. I would rather meet somebody, or like, say you were coming from out of town. I'd like for us just to meet halfway and get a hotel, and a nice hotel where we could stay, and that had a beautiful lobby, and we could visit there, and then neither one of us felt like that we were pressured to entertain each other. We could just do our own thing. So I love to meet people, and I love to talk to people and visit, but I'm not enjoying them too much coming to my house now, unless they're really, really close to me. I love comfortable clothes. I've had my time with pantyhose and sequin gowns and high heels and purses to match. I'm just past that now. I just like comfortable clothes. I love to put on comfortable clothes and cute. I want them to be cute, but I just love to be comfortable. I love interesting people, and that doesn't mean you have to be highly educated. Um, I love people that have also just learned from life's experience, and I love to learn to listen to people and listen about their life experiences. And most of the time, people have some experiences that are real interesting, and those are the time people I gravitate to. I like to hear about their travels, their experiences, or their how it was when they were growing up. Like to learn about when they were saved and how they felt, and those type things. I love research, and I love to do research on the internet. I love biographies. I love to read about people, about their autobiographies, and it could be a biography or autobiography. And since there's books on tape now, boy, or on video or whatever, I love that because I'm not one that can just sit and just read a book. I've got to be doing something. So now I can be listening to a book and I can be doing something, with my hands. And oh man, I just love that because that's right up my alley. I love to read, but I like to be doing something. So this is when you listen and you can be doing something. That's great. So I like to do that. I love it when I get hugs. I love skin to skin, like hand to hand, when you can feel someone's skin. I like that feeling. I like the feeling of skin on skin because it makes you feel close to someone. And I like a hug. I'm a hugger. That's all there is to it. I'm just a hugger. I like to make people feel good and to make them happy. I like it, like if someone tells me that they want something so bad, if it's within my reason, I try to get it for them because um, I like to make people happy. I like for people to have what they want, and I get so much joy from that. It just gives me a great feeling. So that is something that I really enjoy, and I love to see people happy, and I gain great joy from that. And I love to make people feel good. If they're having a bad day, I like to help them cheer up or help them through whatever they're doing. It brings me great joy. When I first got sick, I felt like I didn't count, like I couldn't help anybody, and I wasn't being productive because I was not doing anything to help anybody. But now I found out that I am helping some people. They've told me just so that makes me feel really good, and I like that. Um, I guess that's why I was drawn to nursing because I'm just a natural caregiver. I love to take care of people's physical needs and help them with their mental needs too. And I think I've answered more than 10. I love decorating, and I did home interiors for a while, and I love decorating big time. I just love that. And usually my friends, when I was well, they always called me over to decorate their house. Or if, like, my brother got a new house, he'd call me over. He said, I want you to do the decorating because I just enjoy that so much. I like taking things that have been in the family and incorporating them, or taking old things, antique things that you wouldn't think about using, and you incorporating them. So I like that too. I guess I'm just an antique type person. I like antiques. And of course, without saying, I love my Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I love him with all my heart. And I love my precious husband and all my family. That sort of goes without saying. And then I love these baby reborns. Oh, how I love these baby dolls. And my little Claire here is just one of the precious ones. Beth, Baby Dolls by Beth, reborn her, and she is absolutely precious. She's the Harley sculpt, and she is just absolutely gorgeous. I just think she's absolutely gorgeous. So I love my reborn dolls, and I love the community. So I'm going to have to go now because my phone says almost 15 minutes. So thank you for this tag, Connie, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.